Alright, so what is the plan? We know that the MVIS-CryptoCompare, well, it's down 2%. Next on MalairteBitcoin.com. Alright, so what's going on here, folks, with the latest, the greatest, what's not and what's hot with the cryptocurrency market? We're going to give you the up-to-date of the market analyst report of what is happening. So what is happening right now? I'm trying to get my Facebook to log on. So come on. Alright, we're going to stop this for a quick second and start over. And welcome back once again. My name is James Henderson, coming to you from MalairteBitcoin.com. What does Malairte mean? Malairte means exchange in Gaelic. So if you're a Gaelic speaking person, text me back. I'd love to talk to you more about what's going on. If you're an English speaking person, so basically what that means is Malairte Bitcoin just means Bitcoin exchange. So what are we exchanging? We're exchanging Bitcoins for cryptocurrency and back to Bitcoin and making more Bitcoin. So instead of doing high frequency trading in US dollars, which this program first started out to be, we're now doing it in Bitcoin because Bitcoin doesn't charge us $500,000 to $1 million to get on the NASDAQ, which is nice. This is something I should have looked into before I started writing this whole project. But still, now we're at this point and we are making a killing. We got a fan base. We got people who are out there doing the same thing that I'm doing. And what are they doing? Absolutely nothing. But I'll tell you more about that as soon as we get into our show. So what's going on with the market analyst report? So we know that the CME group announces this Bitcoin future specs for the week, and it's down 2.39%. So the MVIS cryptocurrency compare index, which it rates the top 10 cryptocurrencies, down 2.39%. And with that being said, like I said, these indexes are not going to tell the truth of what Bitcoin is actually going through, because of the fact that you got half the altcoins are up and the other half are down. As you can see here on the screen, and for everyone who's watching on YouTube, you can see that, okay, Ether's down 4%, Bitcoin Cash is down 8%, Neil's up 7%, Vertcoin is up 10%, and Go is up 11%. So you got such a vast different array on the market. Who knows? And the thing is, tomorrow it'll be different. It'll be flipped. Ethereum will be up tomorrow, Bitcoin Cash will be up, Neil will be down, because people are just taking profits off the top. And everyone who is with MalairteBitcoin.com, they don't really, well, a lot of them just don't care what the coin is, because by the time it's on Bittrex, we've got some validation and some authorization stating that these coins are actually legit compared to all the crap coins that are out there, just raising a bunch of funds and then dumping. Hey, Lisk is up 26%. Cool. So that's what's going on with the that's my digital take on these indexes. These indexes don't really mean diddly half the time, because you got too many people who don't really care about the coin and who are just out there trying to make money. I'm not saying that's everyone. Don't get me wrong. I know some of the developers that are out there, especially here in Austin, they are infatuated by what their coin and what it does and what it's here to help, which is awesome. But for traders like me, it's all about making a profit. Sure, there's a couple industries that are out there that I would love to know more about and and to really help out. However, though, a lot of these coins on the far side of the moon is well, I really don't have any interest. So so what else is going on? So we know that the CME group announced its Bitcoin future specs of the week. So its product code will be called BTC BTIC BTB. So, and it'll trade along other options during the CME Global and the CME Clearpoint trading hours. Well, that sucks. If you're over in England, then that means that in order to trade these futures, you're going to be up late at night. So, trading is expiring futures terminates at 4 p.m. London time. So, if you're a night owl, then by golly, this is great for you. However, though, it's not. It's you know, trading on futures and indexes is a very risky business, especially with the volatility being so high in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world. You know, a lot of people are just gonna lose their shirt on this one. My recommendation is stick with one coin and buy it. Or in my case, I stick with all the coins, but I go in there and immediately sell as soon as I buy it. Therefore, hence the high frequency trading admiration of it all. Oh, the good news is, so what's the good news? Trezor. So for the guys who are in the Trezor wallet, it's going to be supporting the SegWit 2x hard fork. So their recommendation is do not trade during the fork in the next couple days. That's until the dust settles. So with the splitting, being such of a, SegWit 2x was never meant to split. So one of the main concerns of theirs is the lack of replay protection. So if you're into the SegWit whole 2x thing, then one of the major things that developers and users like myself are going, okay, there's a lack of the replay protection. So with that being said, however, the Trezor will be generating the B2X address with a different derivative path, and it'll still continue to trade on the same network, well, per se, that Bitcoin has with its normal address. What else is going on? Okay, Ledger announces its position on the upcoming hard fork. Ledger announces that it will be supporting both chains, and it'll give the 1-to-1 split when it does occur. So when it does happen, you'll get the same amount of B2X coin as if you had BTC coin. So that's also really good news there. As far as the previous Bitcoin, this is in their words, as far as the previous Bitcoin Cash fork, we'll let our users trade on both chains and split coin easily. So in other words, you don't have to do anything; they'll do all the work, which is always nice. A couple concerns that we have about India. India has stated that its Reserve Bank of India hints a possible ban on cryptocurrency, but the rules and regulations and their infrastructure that continues on building part of the blockchain, though, says differently. So with that being said, we're not quite sure where India stands because they said they're going to ban it, but they love the technology behind the blockchain, so therefore you can't have one or the other. Well, you can, but you've got way too many free trade agreement guests that are sitting there in over in India, and they're loving making money off of the cryptocurrency. So these guys are given another form of money. Yes, India needs to tax it. Well, let's face it, man. With all those people there, they're broke. So we know that a lot of these people are making a lot of money, but India's not able to collect any type of taxes off it. So I assumed that banning it was an option, but I was hoping that they were going to keep that off the table. So their position on Bitcoin, they like the technology, but they won't be paying out and settling any financial agreements on Bitcoin anytime soon. So with that being said, that is awesome news, because India hasn't said no, but then again it hasn't taken up on the financial market yet. So what's going on with the state of crypto? State of crypto, this is real easy, guys. Bitcoin is up once again. Whoa. Okay, so my last number says 7,600. So the state of crypto at the time of this report was stated at 7,300. We're making a killing. This is awesome. Hey, I don't mind making money while I'm sitting coffee, reading, doing absolutely nothing. That's actually a good thing. So, hey, if you're like me and you have two Great Danes, all right, I'll get back to the state of crypto. Thank you very much. I know this is more important. Litecoin is up 11.85%. Why is Litecoin up when there's absolutely no movement to it? Well, Litecoin actually is starting to have some major key players out there, and so the popularity of Litecoin is once again it's up. So it's at what, 75 or 50, 55, $75, something like that. And so the popularity of Litecoin is starting to increase. However, though, with the volatility of Bitcoin and the amount of money that it's being raised, it's slowly bringing the coin up along with it. Ether is down. So when you got Bitcoin having such a huge raise, Ether is going to drop against Bitcoin and against the US dollar. Now, once again, why is Ethereum not going up as much as everyone says? Well, that answer is simple. You've got such a high amount of ICOs that are being created, and then they're dumping the Ethereum and then doing absolutely nothing. So a lot of these people, they're raising all this money, but their product's never going to see the light of day because it's either a scam, or we're having an issue with the execution, or they just don't know how to follow a plan. That's the big deal. You can have the smartest guy in there, know how to code. It's funny. I met one ICO. After talking with them, I turned around and said, "No, thank you." And the reason why is because they had a great plan. Find out that they copied it with someone else. They had 17 paid marketers out there and one developer. I know what it takes to create an ICO coin. I've talked to enough people who've done it successfully. You should have 17 developers and one marketer, not vice versa. So it's an insane amount of stupidity on these guys' part. And if you just look at the math in these ICOs, guys, realize if there's only one guy developing the whole code, you might want to think that it might be a scam. Oh, sure, the guy might have a PhD, but I've met PhDs from India, and that's the same education level as some of our college students here at University of Houston, where I went. It's amazing how things went. So let's go with dashes down. Once again, they have a great marketing department. I must have met like 4 or 5 of them out in Austin's meetup last night, and they're talking it up. However, though, the technology's just not there. You know, a lot of people, when they see more marketers out there than the technology, you start getting that red flag in your head. Ripple's up 0.68% due to the volume, and it's also up against the dollar. So Ripple's got a lot of cool things going on. I know after its conference, we're actually at a good state of, well, we'll see where Ripple goes. Hopefully, all those people who've talked about what's going on with technology, where it's going, it holds true. Besides that, it's probably going to die here if people just keep marketing it, but the technology never holds true. Zcash is up 0.59%, which is great since Bitcoin is up. So since Zcash is up, I know it's holding at $230, which is great for people who bought it at 5. It's quite nice. Monorail's up 1.36%. Once again, those guys' technology is holding true of what they're saying. So people are actually taking a look at that. Ethereum, once again, Ethereum is down. Ethereum Classic is also down. But Ethereum Classic does have a good platform for nonprofits. It's writing contracts. So I like Ethereum Classic. It's just, once again, Ethereum and all these fake ICOs that are coming out writing on the securities of Ethereum is just holding it down. Bitcoin Cash is up 0.15% against the Bitcoin. So, and it holds at $631. All right. So for the guys who have Bitcoin Cash, awesome. You're doing well. So Waves is up 4.11% because Waves has been dropping for the last couple of days. We know that people are starting to buy it on the sole purposes of making money. And of course, Stratus, people are taking money off the top, and it is down 6.67%. So that's what I got with the state of crypto. We've got a lot of really great, exciting things coming out for MalairteBitcoin.com. We're working on several different other exchanges on top of Robinhood. So if you're a Robinhood guy and like to trade stocks, how about automate your trades? And trust me, we won't be breaking any type of NASDAQ rules with that. So that's always a good thing. So from all of us from Malairte Bitcoin, it's got a lot of cool things. And if you're wondering what was going on with all the trades, well, like I said, Malairte Bitcoin will sit there and trade. Let's see. We'll just sit there and trade all the altcoins that you have on our account. It's free to sign up. But however, though, we do charge a penny for every 1,000 trades. So you go to our coin section, you put in all the coins that you want to make trades with, activate them, and then deactivate the ones that you don't. And then you go here to accounts, put in your API key and secret key, and you click update and activate. And then about an hour later, you're stuck in the queue, and we start making trades. So what type of trades are we talking about? We're talking micro trades that log us in and get us out. So how many trades have you done this past day? So right now I've done more than 10. Let's see. So as you can see here on my YouTube page, and I'll be uploading this to Facebook. You know, I've done a lot of buys and sells. Huh. Ooh, cool. Today's gonna be a good day. All right, so let's see, FTC. Here we go. Feathercoin. Hey, cool. I sold my Feathercoin. What did I sell this for? Ooh. All right, so let's take an example of why my bot does well, and so about 90% of the time, I'm going to be buying and selling, uh, altcoins at such a small percentage. So, for instance, if I would have bought and hold when I first started out well, if you look at this number at 0.0003, and then finally and kept holding it, I'd been down half. However, though, with all the buys and sells I've done, looks like I'm actually doing pretty well. So, ooh, what's on version 2? Page 2. Alright, so I wrote it up and I wrote it all the way down. I think I still made more money if I actually kept buying and selling it. Yeah, it looks like I have. So that's a cool thing. I mine Feathercoin, so that's I do hold a love in my heart of Feathercoin, of how great it is. Why? No reason. It's an easy coin to trade. That's all. Hey, my trust sold. Sorry, I'm not one of those trust kid babies. I've had to work my tail end off. And anybody know what this Koval is? This Koval coin? I don't have a clue. I can't. If I did a little bit more research, I could probably find out something really cool about it. But anyways, this is a website. It's still in beta. Like I said, it's real simple to sign up. I'll answer all the emails and questions. But besides that, I'm just making trades. Let's go back to history. Yeah, I know. And so if you want to get a hold of me, best way to do it is go to malairtebitcoin.com, click on contacts, and then you fill in your name, your email address, your subject matter, and your message. And then once the rest of the page loads up, since I am streaming, it's taking a little bit more time to get this site up and running. This page finished loading. And then, come on. Yeah, there we go. It's saying I'm not a robot, send message, that kind of stuff. The thing of live TV. But yeah, so that's the cool thing. So if you're interested in trading, if you're not trading, micro trading more than 100 times a day, you're not really making money. And of course, there's people who are buying and holding. I mean, that's one way. I've been a couple meetings where they talk about trading and all day and just different tactics, and it's funny. Allergies, folks. We're getting on to the winter season. So, what's funny about the whole trading aspect is there's so many different variations and settings on trading, and there's thousands of bots out there. I mean, literally. But I keep hearing negative stories. So where my bot is different is I buy and sell all of them, and I don't limit to you to just a few of them. Hey, cool! I just sold my EXP trade coin. Sweet. All right. I know I made $400 yesterday. That's not bad. So, in fact, I made over $1,000 in the last 4 days. I guess that's not bad for trading. I know day traders who lose and gain thousands of dollars a day. One guy actually mortgaged his house, and then he left for a different country and gave the bill to his wife. Wow. I tell you. But anyways, that's it on MalairteBitcoin.com. I'll be putting the live view out there on Facebook. So for all of us here at MalairteBitcoin.com, and if you haven't met Guinness and Emma, they're somewhere on my Facebook feeds. Hey, my G&T sold. Oh, before I go, I got to show you. Let's see if I have a. All right. Let's see if I got a multiple buy and sell. So I know I've bought and sold the same coin multiple times a day. I know I've done it with Excel though. Let's see if no. Oh well. Well, once again, to all of us here at MalairteBitcoin.com, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, a Merry Christmas, and so that's pretty cool. My wife has exploded Thanksgiving in our house. I said, just don't touch my office. And it's just like, deal, but it's starting to creep in. I don't know. I do have the X-Wing and a couple X-Fighters supporting this room, but I digress, man. I don't know about this. I can see a lot of married men who are at this thing for a long time. They finally just give up, and so when their wife's decorating the whole house, they decorate the whole house. And it's like the husbands just sort of give up. You know, in all actuality, I don't mind, you know, because I loved what she did last year. So now it's just a matter of what she can do this year. Coming from a guy's point of view, women's minds are very confusing. But anyways, I digress. I am out of here. And so once again, if you're a Bitcoin trader, happy trading. If you're a day trader, have fun. I know the Nasdaq is just skyrocketing, and if you're not a trader, well, take a time machine back into the 1700s and join the trade of actually being a trader. There's a lot of traders going on back then. I've been reading a history book. Everyone was trading against or trying to outdo each other's country. So, like Benjamin Franklin, he was a trader. So, all right, I'm out of here. I'm done. All right.